It took me a long time to accept that travel is not accessible. We have built an industry full of barriers to make people with disabilities travel as anyone else. 5 years ago, I decided to become the first person ever in a wheelchair to complete the W trek in Patagonia in the end of the world. Yes, because I dreamed for many years to visit that place, but also to make a statement that if we could make a little bit accessible the end of the world, we should make accessible every single experience related to the travel industry. And barriers are everywhere in our industry. 96% of travelers with disabilities have faced an accommodation problem. When it comes to flights, 86% of people has faced trouble. One of them that is important is like being their wheelchairs damaged. And pretty much 80% of people have faced trouble at the destination with transportation and experiences. This is why at Wheel the World, we decided to build the best solution for people with disabilities to travel the world without limits. The problem is around information. Information is still not online, unreliable, and not verified. Also, accessibility needs of people with disabilities differ on each person, so this information needs to be very detailed. And hospitality businesses, they have no idea on how accessible or inaccessible their services are. And we are 1 billion people in the world who have disabilities, and if we consider our families and friends, there's another billion people that they don't have disabilities, but they also have accessibility needs. It's an emerging market larger than China. $13 trillion is the disposable income of families with disabilities, and 120 billion are spent in travel. Because of all of this, we founded Wheel the World with the purpose to make the world accessible. And we have built since 2019 an online travel marketplace to find and book accessible places to stay, things to do, and multi-day trips, with the value proposition that we list offer that has accessibility information verified and detailed, a user experience that recommends each user how each of our listings fits their specific accessibility needs, and we guarantee the accessibility that our users are booking online. So far, 2,500 people has booked trips with us. 40% are people with disabilities, 60% are companions of them that also book their trips with us. And during the past year, we have had a growth of 15% month over month, increasing the number of repeat customers, and we believe that we will achieve 5 times what we achieved last year and on our first year in 2019. We need to raise more information about accessibility in detail. For this, we built an app that we call the Accessibility Mapping System, and we are collecting more than 200 data points in hotels and tourism attractions. We are crowdsourcing this with what we call mappers that are doing site inspections to collect these data points. And once we collect these data points, we can provide an online assessment recommending insights on how they can improve their accessibility to hotels and tourism attractions. Automatically also, we list these services at wheeltheworld.com so our users can book them and can access them with structured accessibility information. On the user side, our product is wheeltheworld.com, and our users, they sign up and they build their accessibility needs profile. So the system recommends them exactly how each of the listings that they can book through our platform satisfy their specific accessibility needs, so they can have a reliable booking with us and a great experience. We are focusing in the US market. US Americans with disabilities are spending $23 billion in travel. And we have built a community of travelers that also believe, as I believe, that travel needs to be more accessible because we all want to travel as anyone else. We have become also leaders of opinion, being featured by media, also changing the mindset on how disabilities is seen in general in society. Even Mark Zuckerberg posted a video about our story and our impact. And we recently have raised a $6 million pre-Series A round with investors as Detroit Venture Partners, whose solo LP is the most rich person in the world with disabilities, and also Gillian Tans, who is the former CEO of Booking.com. This round is that we are in the focus to become the best solution for people with disabilities in the US to travel domestically and internationally. And for that, we are committed to grow our supply, to continue developing our product and technology, and position our brand and our services in the US market. Our supply growth is focused on a top-down approach in which we are partnering with hotel chains and destination marketing offices. Hotel chains, that way we can map accessibility of a massive amount of properties, and also with destination marketing offices because they also are in need of promoting the accessibility of their destinations. On the demand side, we want to continue our growth rate that we have had this year. And for that, we say that our go-to-market plan is aggressive in brand, focusing on being very close with the disability communities in the US, being close to them and understand how they can travel and how we can help them travel better. Continue the community-based growth with a referral program and user-generating content, and spending marketing money very effective on the very targeted keywords related to wheelchair travel and accessible travel. To continue making people with disabilities travel the world, traveling places, the travel industry needs to be more accessible because it is a good business opportunity, but also because disabilities, we are a lot of them who has disabilities, and also all of you will have a disability sooner or later because of aging. Disabilities is the only minority that actually is not a minority because all of us at some point will need accessible travel in order to travel. Thank you.